So coming to sit on your mat now, and we'll have various props available, a couple of blankets. I like to sit on a blanket for some forward bending, and I like a rolled up blanket under my knees. You may want a block under your buttocks as well. It's nice to have something so you can really feel the sitting bones a little bit higher. And then I like to press my legs really straight and strong so that my fronts of the thighs activate. And then my hamstrings can turn off. So I like a blanket under the knees, otherwise I might go into hyperextension. So I'm going to start with a belt around the balls of the feet. The feet are hip distance apart, so you don't have to be together. I'm going to lift my chest up and sort of sit straight, 2 straight lines. And then taking some breaths in each position, I might start to hinge my pelvis forwards, the pubic bone down. So I'm moving my hands towards my feet, any amount. And the first stage is that hinging process, which may be all that is suitable for your body. And then there's an optional sort of rolling and rounding of the spine, taking the spine into flexion. You can have the hands either side of the feet, you can have the hands either side of the legs, or you can keep hold of the belt. You can soften the knees in this position. Once you've done your strong straight line work, it's sometimes nice to just rest and make the pose a little bit more passive without holding too much tension or struggling. And then we lift the chest and we unhinge the hips. So you're back sitting in Dandasana. You can take the blanket away from underneath the knees. And we can come now into a Baddha Konasana. So the soles of the feet come together. You can lift up, and with your hands behind you, you can actually lift your hips towards your heels rather than yank the heels back. So that might make you more able to hinge those hips forward and the pubic bone down. Opening up the soles of the feet with your thumbs as if you're opening a book. So everything's kind of rotating outwards. And so then the pelvis can roll forwards. So keeping everything nice and open, coming forward as much as you want. And then maybe going down to the left side for a few breaths, back to the center for a few breaths, over to the right side for a few breaths, back to center. All the time allowing the soles of your feet to kind of curl open. They might not want to, but keep that in mind. Then bring the knees together. You can gently help them with your hands. Stretch your legs out again. And then we're going to roll onto our backs, but bring a block in between the knees. Gently lay yourself down on your mat and take your arms out at a T shape. You can have palms down or palms up, whichever feels better to stabilize you. You're going to lift your knees so that they're over your hips, feet off the floor. And you're just going to roll the knees to one side as you exhale and bring them back to center as you inhale. So there's no need to roll them all the way to the floor. Well, they probably wouldn't go to the floor. They might go to the floor, but there's no need to take them all the way to the floor. Just exhaling as you lower the legs to one side, inhaling as you bring them to center. That's lovely long deep breaths. Really enjoying this. You can take a few more breaths in each pose if you want to. You might find it more useful to land your legs on something like a bolster. Remove the block from between your knees and hug your knees into your chest. As you exhale, you can squeeze your nose and your knees together, lifting the head from the floor. And gently bringing the toes and the soles of the feet to the floor, stretching out one leg at a time. Moving into Shavasana, stretching your legs away from you. You can always keep the feet flat on the floor and let the inner knees touch. If it's okay for your back, you can stretch out, whatever's more comfortable and relaxing for the spine. The shoulders away from the ears and the shoulder blades as flat as possible on the floor. Backs of the hands on the floor, arms rotated outwards so that the collarbones can naturally separate, the chest can lift, the belly can lift with the breath. Back of the head on the floor, eyes soft, forehead soft. You can close your eyes if that's comfortable. Just expanding the belly and chest as you inhale and as you exhale, just feeling the effects of gravity, grounding you down into the earth. Just keep your mind following that natural flow of the breath. The inhale is light, the exhale is heavy. And when you're ready, you can come out, but feel free to stay relaxing as long as you have time for. When you are ready, just coming out slowly and gently, wiggling the fingers and toes, moving the face, rolling the arms and legs, gently in and out, gently rolling the head from side to side, stretching the body, yawning, bending the knees and rolling onto one side, coming up very gently when you're ready.